Hosted by you/alternative tale 6910. I'm a 30-year-old woman. I have been with my fiancé, Sarah, for the last 5 years. We are the same age, and we met in grad school. When I was 13, my loving dad passed away. He left a decent amount of money for us. Within 6 months, my mom got engaged to a guy named Bob. Bob had a daughter around my age. My mom married Bob within a year of my dad's passing. Bob really hated me from the start and didn't even try to hide it. He would say things like how my mom should have sent me to boarding school, how if it weren't for my dad's inheritance, he wouldn't want me in his house, or that I'm a bull dyke because I was on the school sports team and very athletic. He told my mom multiple times that he didn't feel safe when his daughter was around me, I wasn't even out of the closet yet, and used this as a reason to exclude me from pretty much everything. My mom, on the other hand, was going above and beyond to prove to Bob that she was the new mom for Bob's little princess. They ended up having 3 more kids. I was basically a roommate who babysat my mom and her new family's kids. I never had a birthday party or a special day. My dad's sister was amazing to me. I was at her place all the time. She and her family celebrated my birthdays and made me feel special. My mom always made excuses not to show up, and of course, the rest of them never came either. Honestly, I was really more like my aunt and uncle's daughter, they were amazing to me. When I left for university, I contacted my mom a few times, but she was always busy, so I just gave up. Here's the issue: Sarah, my fiancée, comes from a very family-oriented background. Family is everything to her. When her family asked about mine, I said my dad passed away and that my mom is busy with her family and lives across the country. She actually lives just an hour's drive from us, but this is what Sarah told them, so I didn't correct her. Technically, I didn't entirely lie. Sarah has asked me to invite my family to our wedding. I told her no. She said it's very embarrassing to have only my aunt and her family on my side. I reluctantly invited my mom. She called me and asked me to apologize to Bob and my step and half siblings for not inviting them and to invite them all. I told her no. She said I'm being ungrateful and that Bob was a father figure to me. My mom and I had a big argument over this. Now, my mom says the only way she'll come is if I invite Bob, his daughter, and their kids. Sarah is now pushing me to invite them all because she doesn't want to feel embarrassed in front of her family. These people never even gave me a card or said happy birthday to me, so I see no reason to celebrate my big day with them. On the other hand, I don't want to let my fiancé down. I just don't know what to do. Should I swallow my pride and invite my family so my fiancé will be happy? I suggested eloping, but Sarah is a firm no. Edit. Sarah knows everything about my life. My aunt has even talked to her about how they treated me growing up. I will have a serious talk with her tonight. Update 1 day later. Thank you for your comments and DMs. They really gave me perspective on my life. I sat Sarah down last night and explained my reasoning for not inviting my family. She kept saying, that was a long time ago, they might not be the same people anymore. I felt offended and said, how on earth are you lecturing me when you've never even met them? Well, it turned out my mother has been in touch with Sarah. Sarah said they regularly meet for coffee dates and talk. I was about to cry because I was so angry. My mom changed the whole narrative, saying Bob was a father figure, a good, protective dad, and that it was me who didn't love him back because, apparently, it's my thing to play the victim. She claimed my aunt manipulated me and stole me from their family, trying to be a replacement for my mom. According to her, it's all about my mother. I screamed, are you for real? Ask her next time on your coffee dates why I never had a birthday party growing up. Why was there never a gift under the tree for me? Ask Bob if he even knows when my birthday is, since he was such a loving dad. Why did my aunt have to pick me up before Christmas Eve because Bob wanted to spend the holiday with his kids, not with another man's mistake? Sarah basically repeated what my mom has told me my whole life: you just love to make a big deal out of everything, make yourself a victim, and push everyone away. I told her she had no right contacting my mom. She said I was cruel and claimed she was just trying to help me mend my broken relationship. She even called my mom lovely and said Bob has changed a lot, he's now an LGBTQ ally now that his princess is out. I was floored. An ally? Maybe he should start by apologizing to me for terrorizing my entire childhood. I told Sarah we are done. I can't do this. Sarah sarcastically said, you just proved your mom's point. Go run to your aunt. Let that old witch run your life. I told her she needs to find a new place ASAP, considering she's not paying rent, I am. She got mad and asked what excuse I was going to make up this time to justify my bullcrap trauma. I stopped replying. She went on a tirade, breaking our dinner plates. I didn't care. I texted my aunt, and she asked if I wanted to spend the night at her place. I said I was fine. I'm taking time off from work. I cleaned up the kitchen, which was full of broken dishware, in the morning because I didn't want my cats to accidentally get hurt. Sarah is still sleeping. I'm going to see how I can legally evict her. I'm a complete mess, but I'll talk to my aunt and uncle for help. Yes, I'm not starting to date again until I see a therapist and work on myself. I can't keep going through this. Second update 5 weeks later. I still get DMs asking for an update. 1. Sarah moved out, finally. Her family cursed me, my aunt, and uncle as they were packing her stuff. I asked my aunt and uncle to be there because I was terrified of her family. Luckily, they didn't do anything crazy, just a lot of verbal attacks. 2. My mom left me a nasty voicemail. She said I'm a worthless human being and blew the best thing that happened to me over some childish resentments. She said, "That's who you are. An ungrateful, spoiled brat." Her husband apparently raised me, and I was ungrateful, whatever, just leave me alone. 3. I met with a therapist that I liked, but he is going to retire soon due to health issues, FML. He referred me to his colleague, so, new year, new therapist? 4. I'm not dating. I do a lot of social activities with my friends. Overall, I'm very happy. 5. Next step? Who knows, maybe save my money to take my auntie on a nice vacation. I don't have many plans, to be honest.